This is Dave with Napco Tech Support. In this video, I will explain how to upgrade all versions of DL Windows. Feel free to pause the video at any time if it makes it easier to follow along. First, I would like to explain that you cannot simply upgrade from version 3 to version 5. You must first upgrade to version 4, and then you can upgrade to the newest version of DL Windows 5. As explained in the previous video, you must first gather up all of your ADF files for version 3 in order to upgrade to version 4. If you are upgrading on the same machine, I recommend backing up your version 3 files to a folder at the root of your C drive in a folder named DL Windows 3 Backup, like I have done here. If you are migrating to another machine, I recommend doing the same thing and then copy the whole folder to the other computer's C drive. Next, you would uninstall DL Windows 3 if you haven't already, and then go to your C drive and delete the old DL Windows folder. Next, you will install version 4 and then run the import utility from the Start menu. You will get a pop-up informing you what this utility does. Click OK. Now, you will click on Open, navigate to the folder with your ADF files, select the acct.list.adf file, and click Open. Next, you will be brought back to the Upgrade utility. Click on the Update button. You will get a pop-up warning you that it will overwrite any existing information, but that doesn't matter in this scenario, so click Yes. You will then get a couple more pop-ups letting you know each step is successful. Click OK on each. There is no need to run DL Windows 4 since we are just going to convert these files to DL Windows 554. After converting your file using the previous method, you can now install DL Windows 5. At the time of creating this video, the most recent version is DL Windows 554. I recommend following the video with the instructions on how to install DL Windows 554 with SQL 2022. It's the second video in the DL Windows Basic Training series. I always recommend using the newest version of DL Windows, so if there is a newer version by the time you watch this video, use that version instead. After you have installed and configured your DL Windows 5 database, you will run the Upgrade utility from your Start menu. When the utility opens, click on Browse, then navigate to the folder where you have saved and upgraded your version 3 ADF files. Find the account list.adf file, select it, and click Open. Next, click Update and Import. You should get a pop-up saying that it's successfully upgraded and imported into your DL Windows database. If this fails, it means that you probably didn't run the database configuration for your DL Windows 5 installation. Go back, configure your database, log in and make sure a blank database opens, and then run the import again. After it succeeds, open your DL Windows 5 and verify your information has been imported. Upgrading DL Windows 5 for many versions was straightforward, mainly because versions 5.1 to 5.4 all used SQL Express 2008. So all you would have to do is uninstall your old workstation, install the new workstation, run the database configuration, reconnect to the same database as before, and fill in the authentication like you normally would. Check the box for Enable Database Configuration options, and then tick the dot for Create New Database and import data from previous version. Next, you would click on the drop-down menu and choose the old database you wish to import the data from and click Next, and then complete the configuration. Sometimes you won't see anything available here, and usually all you have to do is connect one time and open DL Windows into your blank database, and then run the database configuration again and see if it shows in the drop-down menu. If it still doesn't work, then that is when you would contact us at tech support. However, all of this began to change with DL Windows 5.5.3 because it came packaged with SQL Express 2012. So what many people did was they continued to use SQL Express 2008 if they were doing an upgrade like in the previous example. Or they installed SQL Express 2012 and then migrated their data with account files. DL Windows 5.5.4 complicated things even more by using SQL Express 2014. And shortly after, in 2024, Microsoft ended support for all versions of SQL Express from 2014 and back. Meaning that if any Windows updates break your SQL 2014 or older database, there will not be a patch to fix it. The solution, as I have recommended throughout these videos, is to use SQL Express 2022 or SQL Standard 2022. It doesn't really matter. But moving your data from the old database to the new 2022 database isn't as simple as the previous methods. This is where Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio comes into play, which I will be referring to as SSMS from here on out. SSMS is a free program offered by Microsoft to allow you to connect, manage, modify, and create SQL databases. I will explain how to use SSMS in the next series of videos. The playlist will be called DL Windows IT Pro Courses. If you are someone who tends to say things like, "I'm not a computer person," then I wouldn't recommend these for you. Instead, I would recommend you find someone else to learn how to do this. But if you consider yourself a power user or even just someone who is comfortable using a PC, you should be able to follow these instructions. As always, if you are looking for documentation of any of our current products or more videos like this one, head on over to our tech library at tech.napcosecurity.com.